What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again with a 2026 Rajah Caruth Hendrickcars.com Chevrolet for the Nascar O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. This is going to be a cool diecast review. Let's check it out. Diecast box in hand, and welcome to today's diecast review. Low-key, I've been anticipating this car for quite some time. The 2026 Rajah Caruth. I guess you could call it the primary paint scheme. I know he's ran a different, he's ran different numbers in 2026. He's full-time driver, but they've had different teams he's driven for. I think it was one of them was Jordan Anderson's team. Maybe another car as well. But anyways, this is the normal primary, the 88 Hendrickcars.com paint scheme. This is not a raced version or anything. So it's actually cool to see a standard Rajah Caruth car or, diecast being made. Because if you remember his Las Vegas win in 2024, they didn't make a standard version of the actual paint scheme. So this is really cool to see. Check out the box design. I mean, this is awesome, man. You got the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series box. You have the green around the race car. Ironically enough, there's Napa Auto Parts on the deck lid of the car, and the front windscreen says O'Reilly Auto Parts. So that's kind of interesting there. But yeah, definitely a cool box design. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'll be right back. And the diecast is out of the box, fellas. Here we go with today's diecast review. So a couple of things that I just noticed off the rip. Number one, it doesn't have the red spoiler. So this is based on the first, few events this diecast or, the paint scheme was ran. Probably the early season rendering as well. If you notice that throughout the year, they started adding a little bit more texture to but a little bit more creativity to the paint scheme to make it a little bit more different than Corey Day's number 17 Hendrickcars paint scheme. So I want to say the shade of blue on this one is slightly different than Corey Day's car. They added a red spoiler to match the red number. You can also see the red splitter. I don't think Corey Day's car has that. And I want to say they added red roof rails. I could be tripping on that. But I was watching one of the, it might have been Kansas or something. I don't know. It was one of the 1.5 mile races. And I noticed that the Caruth car, was it Larson in that event or not? I don't know. It was the 88 car though. And the shade of blue on the Hendrick paint scheme was different than Corey Day's. Corey Day's, I want to say, is the same as Kyle Larson's Cup car, and the 88 car was slightly darker, just a scotch, right? Not much. Anyways, man, what a fantastic livery, man. This is awesome right here. And I believe Kyle Larson actually won a paint scheme, or won a race in this paint scheme, so that's pretty cool. So you go over to the front of the diecast, you have O'Reilly Auto Parts right there on the front windscreen. I really like what they've done with the Dash for Cash races where they put, I think it's red, for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series Dash for Cash drivers. I think that's really cool. Got Caruth right there. High key, honestly, one of my favorite O'Reilly Auto Parts Series full-time drivers, man. Big fan of him in the Truck Series, and to see him move up to the O'Reilly Series is pretty darn cool. Hendrickcars.com right there on the hood of the diecast. I really, really like the red splitter on this paint scheme, so that's a very nice touch in my opinion. You have the red 88 right there with the ARP and Sunoco decals. Chevrolet on the front of the diecast because apparently it's not a Camaro, but it is a Camaro. You know what I'm saying? The headlight is, just a scotch too low. Like you notice, you can see like the top point of the Chevrolet front crest. Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but it kind of makes it look a little bit more aerodynamical. It kind of reminds me of some of the late model Chevrolet, Camaro front ends, how it's a little bit more sloped out, not as tall as the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series cars. Got JRM right there. Go to the left side of the diecast, you have the blue 88 on the side with the Hendrickcars.com paint scheme. I don't care how many diecasts they make of this paint scheme. I'm not going to get tired of it, man. It's one of my favorite liveries on the track, and it's really cool to just see so many different drivers and so many different series, this paint scheme runs in. I want to say also in NHRA with the Funny Car program. So, it's a pretty popular livery, and man, when I see it with the middle door number, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It takes me back to 2021 watching Kyle Larson just win everything. Got Goodyear right there. NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Cometic Holly MSD. I don't know what this logo here. I don't know what that one is. And I don't know what the middle one is. And I don't know what the top one is. NASCAR race car, that decal is a little bit off. This one's a little bit more flat. This one's a little bit perched. a little higher. You can see some decal wrap that could have been trimmed a little bit better. That's an easy fix. Another new thing that I noticed, I didn't mention earlier when I was talking about the spoiler and the roof rail, is this little area right here. You see that random like black line around the driver window? That was not there in 2025. I think that is something they're adding as a new feature to the Xfinity cars. I don't know if it's supposed to make it look more three-dimensional. I don't know if the real cars have that, but I noticed that. You have Rajah Caruth. What a cool middle name. Is that his middle name or is that a nickname? But that's a cool name, Kirby. That reminds me so much of the game Kirby, you know, like on, was it Nintendo? Man, I used to play that game. Oh my goodness, man. That brings back good memories. That's a cool name right there, man. You have Wild Protein Snacks. You have Exalta, Safety Clean SEMZ Max. You got a little bit of some damage there, unfortunately. You do have the fuel insert kind of hidden within the words of the side panel. That's pretty cool. Nice touch. KOA right there, which is Campers of America, I think. I don't know. Anyways, back bumper of the car. We have our quad exhaust. They do return, so we have quad exhaust in the back panel of the car. And if that's not enough, we have two more on the side. Hendrickcars.com, number 88 right there. Racing electronics, mechanics wear, and Mac tools. Go here to the right side of the diecast. Once again, that beautiful Hendrickcars.com paint scheme. And I feel like they've made so many raced versions of this paint scheme. It's cool to see just a normal, clean version of the car, right? Because you think about like the Chase Elliott Charlotte win, the William Byron Charlotte win, Kyle Larson, his Coda win, right? You start adding all of them up. The only one that it's been clean of this paint scheme, I want to say, was Kyle Larson's 88 car. It got made in 2022. I could be tripping on that one. I don't know if that was a raced version or not. I can't remember right now. And then we had, of course, Corey Day's 2025 part-time car. That was a clean version. So it's a good thing to see that. Top of the diecast here, you have the red 88 once again. So you have the red 88 on the roof, back bumper, and the front nose. But on the door panel, you do have the blue. Then you have hiring text right there. New for 2026, the manufacturer logo on the rear window panel. And then Napa Auto Parts there, which is pretty interesting because we have O'Reilly Auto Parts there. And I don't think they're owned by the same company. So that's kind of interesting. Of course, pick this one up for our good friends over there at Circle B Diecast, fellas. Make sure to get yours while you can. This is a cool car here, fellas. You can use promo code Diecastbuffet for any orders. $30 or more. You get free shipping in the month of June. Tap in while you can, fellas. And I'm going to show some other 2026 diecasts before we log off here. Check this one out. William Byron with the brand new Valvoline car, voice crack and all, for 2026. And in Chase Elliott, he's already won a event in this paint scheme. This is the clean variant of it, the Unifirst car. I like this paint scheme. I know it's kind of simple, but I'm telling you, when you know that it's actually based off the Unifirst trucks, it's actually really cool, man. I mean, what a missed opportunity for like Dale Jarrett or Denny Hamlin to run a paint scheme based on the delivery trucks. Like, that would have been so cool to actually make the paint scheme verbatim exactly like the trucks. That would have been such a cool sponsorship tie-in. They're doing that with the Unifirst program. And how about this one right here, man? The Rexel Toyota Camry for John Hunter Nemechek. No, I did not have that on my bingo card. That is one of the most random paint schemes of the year. To tell you the truth, I think it's only ran once in 2026 at the time of this video. I could be mistaken. And I think we have a little bit more time for two more diecasts here. How about this? These are two race to win diecasts. One of them is an 88 car. Check this one out. Connor Zilic with the Portland race to win. If you're curious, yes, the left side of the car is, it's got a little bit of damage, but how about that right side of the car? You got the donut mark, you got the chrome 88. I tell you what, them Connor Zilic wins, it might seem like they're making a bajillion of them, but let me tell you, some of them are already drying up, right? Get them while you can. Very popular cat. Just saying. And then, of course, Chase Briscoe with the Darlington Southern 500 win. It's such a shame the 2024 edition didn't get made, but the 2025 one did get made. It's got, it's kind of interesting. It's a playoff car. It has confetti, and it has, like a patriotic paint scheme, traditionally for the Coke 600. but it won at Darlington in the fall or late summer. So that's kind of interesting. Enough of me yapping. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Awesome diecast. That's all for now. DB signing off.